The NBA trade deadline is this Thursday, and a lot of stuff has been happening. So obviously the Spurs, the Kings, the Lakers have been winners of the last few days, but potentially it could be the Warriors now, or they have potentially the opportunity to make a huge move. So we'll get into that. And honestly, there's been some outrageous stuff that the Warriors have been trying to do today. I'm not even sure how to process it. As you guys might not know, I'm a Warriors fan. I mean, if you watch the videos, you know that. But if you haven't and you're new, I'm a Warriors fan. So I don't really know how to feel about this, but there's a lot of news we got to get into. So obviously, if you're an NBA fan, you know that Luka Doncic just got traded for Anthony Davis, and the Lakers basically have LeBron James to team up with Luka Doncic. And people were thinking like maybe LeBron might want to be traded out, and the Warriors actually reportedly inquired about LeBron James per Jake L. Fisher. And his quote says, "As of this writing, James has shown no indication that he is willing to waive his no trade during the season," league sources told the Stein line. However, there are certain teams, the Golden State Warriors, sources said, that have inquired whether that stance could change between now and Thursday's trade deadline. So this basically means the Warriors are trying to get LeBron on the roster, which honestly is not a shock. You know, they have Curry. It makes sense. I mean, LeBron, it's really about if LeBron actually wants to go there and if the Lakers are actually willing to do so. But obviously the Warriors have been trying to get LeBron for a while now, and you know, it makes sense why they're trying to get him now after a big trade like Luka getting moved. And then shortly after that tweet, another tweet from NBA Central says, "The Golden State Warriors have shown some interest in reuniting Kevin Durant and Steph Curry per Jake Fisher again." And then the quote reads, "The Warriors, as Mark Steen reported, did not move forward with their own conversations regarding Chicago's Zach LaVine and Nikola Vucevic this weekend," sources said, as Golden State continued to deliberate over the pursuit of Jimmy Butler and, wait for it, exploring the feasibility of reuniting Kevin Durant with Steph Curry. So, I mean, the Warriors are basically trying to be desperate right here, it seems like, as they wanted LeBron. I mean, they're trying to get him, but it might not be likely. They want KD, and this is actually what's interesting as this next tweet reads, "The Phoenix Suns have been listening to trade offers for Kevin Durant, per Jake L. Fisher again." And the quote reads, "Phoenix, entering Monday's business, continued to signal that it does not plan to move Durant before the deadline," sources said. But the Suns are believed to be listening at the very least to various teams' pitches for the 35-year-old scoring legend. Durant, meanwhile, is said to be aware of all this. So Kevin Durant knows about the situation, and it looks like the Suns are open to trading him, but they're not going to trade him unless he's like they're rarely blown away. I mean, kind of like the Lakers situation where they're like, okay, you're giving me Luka Doncic, I'll do it, but they weren't planning on trading Anthony Davis, right? So who knows? Maybe the Warriors could go crazy on this. I don't really know. I don't really think they should go crazy, but if the right trade's there, you can make the move. But it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. But this next tweet actually says, "Several people within the Warriors front office have dreams of LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Steph Curry all teaming up together on the Golden State Warriors." And the quote reads, "Sources say the most ambitious idea being tossed around among Golden State's decision makers is there any feasible pathway for the Warriors to pull off the dreamiest of outcomes and find the way to bring both in James and Durant to the Bay?" Which, my thoughts on this is crazy. As a Warriors fan, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm dreaming that too. But as a logical standpoint, I'm like, there's no way we can make this happen unless everybody on our roster is traded with every single pick. So I don't really know how possible this could be, but it's just something to note. The Warriors really want these players now, and it's about damn time they're trying to be they're trying to make moves, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, though, making moves does not mean making stupid moves, as I also got a report saying the Warriors have checked in with Sixers about trading for Paul George. And honestly, I think this is dumb, because I know the Sixers are going to ask a lot for Paul George, and if we have to give up a lot, I'm saying we because I'm the Warriors fan, if we have to give up a lot for Paul George, that's just dumb, to be honest, because he's not having a great year. I mean, he's still Paul George, but we should not give up a big haul for someone like that, because he's obviously on the decline right now, and I don't know, man. I'm pretty questionable about that one. And if you haven't been on Twitter, it was known that Jimmy Butler wouldn't plan on re-signing with the Warriors if they traded for them. But for some reason, they're still in the mix for Jimmy Butler. So I'm a little confused on that. If I'm the Warriors, do not trade for this man. If he openly said that he doesn't want to re-sign there, even if he will, it's just not worth the risk at all, in my opinion. But Jimmy Butler's still a possibility to end up on the Warriors somehow after everything. But I think he's going to go to the Suns. But this is not even the craziest tweet we've got, as we also got another tweet saying the Golden State Warriors are showing interest in Zion Williamson and LaMelo Ball. And the quote reads, "The Warriors have made it their priority to get Curry some more help in order to make a serious playoff push late in his career, resulting in several superstar talents emerging as trade targets. Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram, and LaMelo Ball are among the vast group of all-star talents the Dubs have internally discussed before the trade deadline." Wow, that's a lot. And obviously it's funny because they could have had LaMelo Ball if they just drafted right, but they drafted James Wiseman instead. But, I mean, trading for Zion and LaMelo, I don't really understand. I mean, Zion could be cool. I don't really understand LaMelo that much, but, I mean, I guess talent is talent, and I guess we're not going to see the Warriors basically end this trade deadline without getting another star, which is cool as a Warriors fan, but it's also scary. But, I mean, we know what their goal is now. They're building right now, and they're not building for the future. And the last one is actually really shocking, as I don't know how realistic it is, but it gets the point across that the Warriors want to win now and they're not building for the future. So the tweet says, the Warriors want Giannis Antetokounmpo, and this is per Brett Siegel. So, I mean, whoa, that's all the news, the big news we have, and it's shocking. I mean, the Warriors are trying to win now. It's obvious. Kuminga's been out for a while. He might be gone. Everybody the Warriors know, besides Steph Curry and Draymond Green, are probably gone before the trade deadline. So, I don't know, man. My expectations are high for the Warriors this trade deadline. I hope they don't give up every single asset they have for a mid-star like Paul George or something like that. But, I mean, if they can get one of the bigger names I mentioned, I mean, I'll take it. But the last tweet I got as I'm recording this video says the Lakers do not plan on trading LeBron James and want him to mentor Luka Doncic. So, I mean, that's from Shams. If Shams is saying it, it's probably not going to happen. So, you could probably cross LeBron off the list. I mean, it's good to speculate, but I mean, LeBron's probably not going to be a Warrior by the end of the trade deadline. It would be cool though. But every other name I just mentioned in this video is up for grabs, I guess. I mean, who really knows, man? After the Luka Doncic trade, anything can happen, and the NBA is honestly the funnest it's been in a while. So, I don't know, man. Let me know, you guys, in the comments. I hope the Warriors actually make a move and don't upset me and all the other Warriors fans down. I mean, we'll see. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, like I just said. Like the video, do all that stuff, subscribe. I'll be updating you guys with everything every day. So, I'll be here.